The midday sun beat down on the forest floor. Birdsong filled the air, a peaceful melody oblivious to the drama about to unfold. Rajesh, a seasoned hunter, crouched behind a thicket, his eyes fixed on a clearing ahead. A young chital, its dappled coat glistening in the sunlight, grazed peacefully on the lush grass. Rajesh slowly raised his bow, his muscles taut with anticipation. He notched an arrow, its tip glinting menacingly. He drew back the bowstring, his breath catching in his throat as he sighted the unsuspecting deer. This was it, the moment he had been waiting for. The quiet snap of a twig under his foot shattered the silence. The chital's head shot up, its large, liquid eyes wide with alarm. It had caught the scent of danger, the predator's presence now impossible to ignore. For a fleeting moment their eyes met, hunter and prey locked in a primal dance of life and death. The chital bolted, a flicker of brown and white against the emerald green. Panic surged through its veins as it bounded across the clearing, desperate to escape the impending doom it could sense. Every instinct screamed at it to run, to put as much distance as possible between itself and the danger that lurked in the shadows. Rajesh cursed under his breath. He had lost the element of surprise, but he was not one to be easily deterred. With renewed determination, he sprang to his feet, giving chase, the thrill of the hunt coursing through his veins. He could taste victory, already picturing the prize kill that would soon hang in his trophy room. The forest floor seemed to blur beneath the chital's hooves. It weaved through the trees, its heart pounding like a drum in its chest. The hunter's footsteps pounded behind it, relentless and terrifying, a grim reminder that death was close at hand. A low growl, deep and guttural, echoed through the forest, stopping both hunter and prey in their tracks. It was a sound that spoke of immense power, a primal roar that sent shivers down Rajesh's spine. Before he could react, a blur of orange and black exploded from the undergrowth. A magnificent tiger, its striped coat shimmering like liquid fire in the dappled sunlight, landed between Rajesh and the fleeing chital. Its eyes, twin pools of molten gold, burned with an intensity that made Rajesh's blood run cold. He had never seen such raw power, such untamed ferocity. Rajesh stumbled backwards, his bow falling from his grasp with a clatter. The tiger stood protectively in front of the chital, its massive frame a formidable barrier between the deer and the stunned hunter. A low growl rumbled in its chest, a clear warning to the intruder who had dared to threaten its charge. The chital, still trembling, slowly edged away from the danger. It took one last look at its savior, a silent acknowledgement of the debt it could never repay, before melting into the undergrowth. The tiger watched it go, then turned its gaze back to Rajesh, its message unmistakable. Rajesh stood frozen, his heart pounding in his chest, his mind struggling to process the events of the last few moments. He had come face to face with a force far greater than himself, a power that dwarfed his own ambitions and desires. The encounter had shaken him to his core. As the adrenaline subsided, a wave of shame washed over him. He had been about to take a life, driven by nothing more than sport and ego. The tiger's intervention had been a stark reminder of his own mortality, a lesson in humility he would not soon forget. He left the clearing, a changed man, his footsteps slow and heavy, the weight of the encounter pressing down on him like a physical burden.